And by the one who has my soul in his hand, Dahman, Dahman, he will push through with vigor and force, and when he stands up from her, she will return to being a purified virgin. Related that the Messenger of Allah said, Verily, when the people of paradise have intercourse with their wives, they will then return to being virgins. Related that the Messenger of Allah was asked, Will the people of paradise engage in sexual intercourse? He said, Dahman, Dahman, entering with force. But there will be neither sperm nor death. Because sperm ends the pleasure of sex. Because sperm ends the pleasure of sex, and death ends the pleasure of life. They are both negated and non-existent in paradise. Abu Umama related that he heard the Messenger of Allah being asked, Do the people of paradise engage in sexual intercourse? He said, Yes, with a private part that does not bore or become tired, and with a desire that does not cease. What has been said about the granting of children to the people of paradise? A hadith about those who will want children in paradise, just as they loved children in the world. Abu Sa'id related that the Prophet of Allah said, If a believer desires to have a children in paradise, then the period of pregnancy for that child, his delivery, and his sin, literally age here, meaning coming of age, which is paradise in 30 or 33 years old, in 1 hour, as he desires, related it from Muad. In my view, this fulfills the conditions of Muslim, related it through a different chain, a chain that al-Bahaq ruled to be weak. In another narration, said, O Messenger of Allah, will the people of paradise have children? For having a child is from the completion of happiness. The Prophet said, Yes, and by the one who has my soul in his hand, he is only in proportion to what one of you pleases. So there will be his conception, his suckling, and his youth. This wording indicates that it is something which will occur as opposed to what Bukhari and At-Tirmidhi related from Isaac, in that he would have a child in that manner if he wanted one, but he will not want one. It is related from a number of the Tabi'un, such as Tawus, Mujahid, Ibrahim, and Nakhi, and others, that verily none are given birth to in paradise. This is true in that their sexual intercourse does not result in the conception of a child, as occurs in the world. In the world, offspring are designed for the inhabitation of the earth and the continuation of human beings. But in paradise there is eternal living, so that purpose is served. Similarly, there is no semen in paradise, because semen indicates the end of one's pleasure in sexual intercourse. However, if one does wish to have a child, he will have one as he pleases. Allah said, They shall have all that they will desire with their Lord, that is the reward of Muhsinun, good doers.